after 6 a.m. All packed and literally ready to go. Some of my stuff, I brought down some of my bags already. The next 2 days are going to be a little bit isolated. There's about 280 kilometers to Abu Simbel, and there's nothing really in between. A couple of cafeterias, I think, but it's closer to Abu Simbel than here. I think I'm like the first 140k with no services whatsoever. So I think there's gonna be a lot of flicking down cars for water and stuff, so I don't have to carry as much as I actually need. Yeah, so I don't know how much I'm gonna cycle today. It's 6. I'll be on the bike for 6:30, and I'll just cycle until I really want to stop, to be honest. I'd imagine I could get started at 5, so if I can cycle like 4, half 4. Sign I've seen for Abu Simbel, 260k of literally desert, quite literally just desert. It's gonna be interesting to see how all this unfolds. I just hope I have enough food. I probably should have bought more water, but I'm just going to bank on the fact that I can ask passing cars for water, because otherwise my bike will just weigh an absolute ton. So we'll just have to make do with what we have. Hey, hopefully that's the end of the delays. I was at a police checkpoint there for about 20 minutes, but they let me go. They've given me an escort. Hello from the desert. Just passed through like a smaller checkpoint, not even a checkpoint, like a station, ambulance station as well. I think people have camped there who've come the other way, because it's not too far from Aswan, about 38k. I'm moving along nicely now. I've had kind of no interruptions. It's a bit lumpy, and I'm in crosswind, but soon I think I should be tucking left, and then hopefully again the tailwind. My police escort have gone, as you can see, but they'll be back soon, no doubt. There's like 4 major checkpoints, and they escort you to each one, and then the next car starts. So yeah, they're super nice. They fill up my water bottle, so it means I can save my other water for later. The road surface is good, just pure tar macadam. Get these annoying speed bumps every now and again. Yeah, not much out here, just good old desert. It's 25 past 11, and I have 93.5 kilometers done. Just boring, just dull desert land. Literally, this is my view all day, apart from stopping at police checkpoints and stuff. It's 12 o'clock, 102 kilometers in. Police were just fucking teasing me there. I got up to him and then like ushered him to stay at his pace, and then he gave me a thumbs up and drove off. I was just like, oh, not cool bro, not cool. Left me at the last checkpoint, and nobody's come to pick me up yet. I'm struggling along in this crosswind, and it's just it's just depressing. It's just, this is mentally now where it kicks in. I've done nearly 5 hours of cycling. I have more hours to go, and I'm just going really slow because of this crosswind, and there's no escape or shade from it. So it's just head down and keep on cycling. 148.5k in. Not getting any easier. 6 hours 53 minutes. So yeah, after yesterday's cycle we got to this restaurant that thankfully let us camp. The English guy eventually caught up. Camping over there in the corner. I'll just show you quickly. Camping spot. The owner here is actually pretty sound. He fed us and everything, didn't rip us off, let us camp. Granted, it was hard to sleep because it was busy here, but yeah, got some few hours anyways, and not too far off hitting the road today. Just gonna have a quick coffee, quick bite to eat, pack up, and off we go. For anyone who wants to cycle the Aswan to Abu Simbel, this is where I camped last night. It's like a restaurant slash cafe slash truck stop slash bus stop. Basically out in the middle of nowhere. As you can see, there's absolutely zilch out here. When I came across this place yesterday, man, I was just so happy. It was like 170k in, and you're just tired, and I just wanted to stop cycling because it was not too far off darkness and there wasn't anything else out here. So yeah, it's about 170k from Aswan. So if you are biking this way, this is probably the best place to stay if you want to do like a good first day so that the second day will be easier than Abu Simbel. That's exactly what I did. 170k yesterday, and today will be about 105, 110 depending. I don't know if you guys can see this place behind me, just over my left shoulder in the distance. There's this big, huge settlement, and I have no idea if people actually live there or not because the buildings look just empty. Hello! The buildings look just so empty. I don't know if you can see all that as well. They're building this big wall. And it's just weird. It's like, what the hell is going on out here? So just over my left shoulder, that's one of the entrances to this big town over there someplace. New Tushk it's called, but it's obviously closed because there's barriers up here, and I think that guy there is like a security guard or something. Like I said, it's very unusual. I mean, they're building this big wall over here where all these trucks are passing, and then you get the big town over my left shoulder behind me. There's obviously nobody living there because there's no windows or anything. The buildings are just up and empty. I can't really make much sense of all of it. There's a ton of people out building this wall and nobody inside the town finishing the construction, so yeah, your guess is literally as good as mine. Whoop whoop, made it to the cafe. Well, looks like an old used building that's about to crumble, but yeah, health and safety doesn't really come into consideration in Egypt. I've seen some horrific buildings and stuff, so hello, salam, how are you do? Good, and you? Do you want to say hello? Hello? Say hello? My new friend. Hello, salam. The Egyptian people have just been the best. So yeah, the English guy is coming there. I caught him and passed him on the hill. He left like a good hour before me, so I'm kind of happy with that. Today's been good, so far so good anyway. So about 25k outside Abu Simbel. This is currently my scenery, and this has been my scenery since I basically left Aswan. Just intense desert everywhere. Found like a cafe to stop at earlier on for just coffee, Fanta and food, which is nice. But yeah, about 25k to go, and then I'm pretty much done with Egypt. Country number 2, which is Sudan. I should be there tomorrow if all goes well. I'll have a look at some stuff tonight about just entering, blah blah blah, boring old stuff. But yeah, so far so good. Everyone, welcome to Abu Simbel. I made it here a few hours ago. So last time I checked in was at my halfway mark, well, just before my halfway mark at the cafe. I absolutely flew the last 55 kilometers thanks to a very generous tailwind and some decent legs, which are quite surprising considering the amount of kilometers I've cycled in the last 2 days, around 280 I think. So yeah, I'm in Abu Simbel, walking to get some food. Kind of hungry now. Not too sure what I'm going to do tomorrow, to be honest. My stomach is in a bit of knots, not like toilet stuff, but just I don't know, I'm just trying to still figure it out. So I went out walking. The temples were closed, so I didn't get to see them. But if I stay around tomorrow, then I'll go see them. But I'll see how I feel in the morning. I still need to kind of suss out the whole Sudanese border. So I might stay here again tomorrow. I'm really not too sure. I could definitely do with a good night's sleep after kind of not sleeping too well last night, on top of the 2 big biking days. I'm not really I'm not too sure how much more my body can take before it just shuts down. So maybe a good night's sleep could be a good idea, and some rest tomorrow as well. Once I get the ferry across the lake tomorrow, I'm 70 kilometers away from Wadi Halfa. I've been told the border crossing could take up to 4 hours, which is a bit of a nuisance, obviously. It's a bit long. So yeah, I really don't know. I was talking to 1 or 2 people about it now, just to try to figure it all out. Other than that, I am just so happy to be done with that stretch of the desert. It was just, I mean, coming from West Kerry or even Ireland in general, I mean, the desert just does not appeal to me whatsoever. I just find it just dull and boring, and it's more of a mental game. It's just dead straight roads, lots of sand, windy, and you've no shelter, you've no shade, nothing like that. And yeah, it doesn't really make for fun cycling for me. I'm sure once I get into like the greenery of South Sudan and Ethiopia, Kenya onwards, and that's when you get into real Africa, once you see the wildlife. I use Power Director off my phone for the first time to edit that video. Now that I can actually use my phone to edit videos, I'm going to be doing them a lot more often. I'll be in Sudan on Saturday. I made a bit of a rookie mistake. The border is closed on a Friday, so I have to wait till Saturday. So it just gives me a chance to rest up and email some people and just plan ahead, which isn't too bad. I can go drink some coffee and cold drinks and stuff and just eat plenty of food, so all is good. So yeah, anyways, if you liked the video, just give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. There'll be plenty more videos coming. And we'll just see how the rest of the trip goes. So yeah, soon enough I'll be into country number 2, into Sudan, and then Ethiopia, Kenya, and further south. So yeah, thanks for watching, and chat soon.